So now the spring is finally here. It's time for the track day season to begin. Or is it the GP ice race season? I'm not exactly sure with the weather. Before attending your first track day, you have to make sure your mental aspect is up to spec, as well as your technical aspect, that is your car, is up to the task. Two of the most important technical priorities you should have are, of course, the tires. There's a common misconception that when your tires are almost gone, you have to go to a track day and wear them down. No. On track day, you actually need new, fresh tires, which will provide you with constant and equal grip throughout the day. And with the brakes, it's actually quite a similar story. You have to check that your brake pad thickness is up to spec to endure the whole day of tracking. Because otherwise you'll have to change them at the site, the track, and that's not exactly what you want to do. Wheel alignment is probably one of the most important aspects of track day preparation. So we got the GT3 here to Andrzej, who is one of the most experienced specialists in the field of wheel alignments, and we'll ask him a few short questions. Andrzej, kaj je po tvojem mnenju najbolj pomembna stvar, kar se tiče nastavitve optike?
Zdaj tako je, če je avto pretežno uporabljen na track dayih, je tukaj največji problem, ker imajo serijski avti premalo naklona koles. Največkrat je to na prednjem paru koles. Zdaj tako, nekateri avti dopuščajo nastavitev naklona s serijskimi komponentami, večina pa ne.
We got lucky with the weather, but what I wanted to talk about is the mental aspect I mentioned yesterday. So Miha actually did a couple of track days already, so he's not a very seasoned track day driver, but he overcame the initial things that you have to be careful with when attending the track day. I think the main problem is that people get overexcited and they want to show everything they got in the first lap and flooded with adrenaline. That often doesn't end well. Miha, how did you cope with your first few laps at the track day? Were you calm or were you super excited? I know that you managed to deal with that, so tell us a bit about it.
Well, my first track day was at the Hockenheim Ring in Germany, which is a quite wide road, quite wide track, and also quite fast. And I must say that the first couple laps everything was happening a bit too fast for me.
Okay. So you did manage to notice that? You weren't so in the zone that you did stupid things. I know that about you.
Actually, it was a bit scary for the first couple of laps, because everybody just went full on, and I needed a couple of laps to get a feeling for the car, for the track, and for everything.
That's great. I think you got the point, and also emphasized what I actually wanted to tell about it. That you have to take your time. The first couple of laps, when you're at a new track, you have to take them easy. You have to find the spots, where you can brake, where you can accelerate. You have to determine the dangerous spots. Finally, Grobnik.
A veš, da kar sam spuščaš, da ka bremzaš, da je avto miren. Pazi, da ne greš sam. Pa ta ovink rata ful ostar. A pa mora biti malo leva. Ja, to moraš vrkovati. Da od ene točke naprej je tvoj cilj, da ven spuščaš pa gas. Ne čakati skozi volan.
I'm not that good of a co-driver, so I let Miha make a few laps on his own. I think he's got it, so I'm not worried about walking home. Let's take a walk through the pits and see what's going on in the pits, because that's also an important part of a track day. Okay, so we are with the owner of one of the most exclusive cars today here, at least in my opinion, the E24 M6 or M6 hybrid. It's a bit modified. So Peter is also my friend, and he raced with me for many years, so I can make fun of him now and then, don't get me wrong. But kaj si ti na tem avtu naredil, oziroma zakaj si se sploh odločil za v bistvu klasičen avto za namenoma preganjati po dirkališčih, ker veš, da se da za recimo isti denar ful hitrejši, pa boljši, pa sodobnejši avto kupiti, ker bi te punce rajš imele še vega vrvelu.
Zato, ker mi je ta avto od nekdaj všeč in bolj mi pritičejo stari avti.
Točno tako.
Stari avti, ki imajo več duše. Sem probal različne avtomobile in mi ni bilo všeč, sem bil žalosten, zato ker pač avto gre, leti, ampak občutka not pa ni. Tle je pa občutek zelo dirkaški in ta avto mi je res pisan na kožo in sem ful vesel.
Uživaš z njim, točno to. Jaz, ker sem ta avto videl, tudi pač te tvoje predelave, mogoče niso čisto vse po mojem okusu, pa tudi verjetno ne bi okusu koga drugega, ampak vseeno, to je točno tvoj karakter in se mi zdi ful dobro, da imaš ti ta avto in zelo sminke, da vidim.
Vrhunski je, še sidepipe mi manjka, pa
ja, točno tako, ali pa kar čez streho.
Čez streho, tako karet nekaj.
Sam je kolega Primož ne je pa rekel, da pač nič nista podriftala danes, kako je to zdaj?
Ja, nič.
Že si se ti čisto vrgel v te track day.
Cestne vode, na čas sem se vrgel, zato ker drift.
A to tako od starobi sem, ker si starejši, rad pa pametnejši.
Ne, driftat je še zmeri luštan, pa bi šel še na kakšen tekmo, mogoče bom šel kdaj. Ampak zaenkrat mi je tle lušten, rad vozim na čas.
Da imaš še nov izziv.
Nov izziv, pa avto je temu namenjen, dobro pripravljen in je super.
Pač malo smo se pomrhkužili.
Malo smo se pomrhkužili.
Bom previdel. So we are here to check another interesting car, which is more of a family car than a real race car, but the driver is the one who makes it go fast. So Yuri Tepes is our former, actually I don't know, ski jumper. He was a top world ranked ski jumper. And he's also, that's less known, a very good driver. So Yuri, tell us something about your car and about how you actually started with visiting the track days, and where does your obsession with the cars come from?
I started, I don't know, 14, 15 years ago. I was renting cars, and now I have my own car.
Which is quite unusual, huh?
This is okay, but I have a diesel car before. It was 1.9 TDI, heavily modified, and it was running for 10 years, and then the engine finally gave up. This is now petrol engine. It's Octavia 2.0. It's second generation, and it's petrol car. It has a little more than 200 horsepower.
Yeah, you finally got the car you deserve, but with your former car you also had your strategy of making so much smoke that your opponents couldn't see the track anymore. No, that's not true, but it was really cool seeing Yuri outperform much more powerful cars and much more track-oriented cars. So you should, if you have a chance to meet him at the track, be sure not to underestimate him, that's the first thing, and to check out which cars he's chasing and also overtaking. So take care.
Thank you.
The main goal of the track day is of course to get home with your car in one piece and in working condition. Let's go through a quick list of checkups you need to do after the track day. So the first thing you have to check is of course the condition of the tires. Let's see how a tire after track day looks like. There is some residue of other cars' tires, so you have to be careful the first few miles you're driving on the track. Then of course all the suspension components for play, sway bar links, every bolt. You can see these bolts are marked, so we can see right away if they come loose. Then we did some front sway bar setup because we found that the car yesterday had some understeer, so we made it a bit softer now. Let's see how that performs the next time. And the condition of the brakes, the condition of visual condition of the engine, gearbox, is there some leak, any kind of leak. You should also pay attention to the potential damages if you did a gravel excursion during your track day. I think this GT3, apart from the tires which are a bit worn, is ready to go to do some more miles on the street before our next track day. So Miha, till the next one. See you.
Idemo od spred, ne od odzad.
Pokud te bojo snemo, bo bolj profi. Tole je amatersko, ampak
Ni, to ti dal.
še kaj povedal? Niti ne, kaj sem te dosti nadlegal. Čau.
Ni več bakterij.
Ja. Spoiler je dobil parkrat čez 200 na uro.
Meni je tale lik. Ja, no, da se to za to stavčeš, da...
This is not needed before any track day. This is standard procedure if you daily drive on GT3.